This review was made possible by contributions from viewers like you.
Episode, our heroes found themselves trapped in television and having to review a TV show based on Tentaclino. The only way for them to change the channel and free themselves is to offer ideas on what would make it better, and they will need to do so again as we begin the next episode of Bob Show, The Terrible Tubes. Hey guys, today we're looking at a show called Power Players, which is one of those TV series which exists for no other reason than to sell action figures. Of course, you know that I'm not one to snub a piece of media for just being a toy commercial, and admittedly, this teaser does look pretty cool. How bad can this possibly be?
Michael Bay might have some ideas.
Our first episode opens on whoa, hang on a minute. Wow, this is problematic. It makes sense that a story revolving around a cast of toy characters is going to take place in a toy shop, and it makes sense that you want your local brick-and-mortar toy shop to look a little eye-catching if you want to attract business. But this place, holy crap, I'm getting a weird vibe from it. The rest of the town surrounding it looks normal enough, so what's up with the vibrant colors? The inflatable alligator glued to the wall, the giant wind-up monkey on the roof. I get that it's trying to cater to children, but this looks too much like strolling through the playground with pockets full of candy catering to children. We also see that this extravagantly decorated toy shop doesn't have any customers. It looks like parents are warning their children and other parents to stay away. This creeptastic toy store's owner is looking after his nephew named... Axel? Alright, whatever. It's your show.
I was just...
Playing? Again? I thought we covered it.
Responsibilities first, play after. I know, but sweeping is all... And this game is all... Zing! Kapow! Shebang!
When I offered to let you stay here while your parents were away on their diplomatic mission, I promised I wouldn't spoil you or let you shirk your obligations.
Diplomatic mission? Ooh, do you think Mom and Dad are like super top secret spies or something?
By all means, explain why his parents are gone and why they left their son in your care for our sake. But... did he not know why he's here? The clunky exposition continues as Axel's friend Zoe arrives, who manages to somehow sneak up on him despite seeing her come in as his uncle steps out.
Did he tell you he was a famous toy inventor back in the day? I heard him telling my dad at a party last year. Your uncle created revolutionary toys right here in this house.
How the hell does this girl that he's only known for 5 days know more about his uncle than he does?
Oh my god, Uncle Creepy's making friends with all the neighborhood kids.
How do I know you're not just making that up?
Axel, how long have we known each other?
5 days.
And have I ever lied to you?
Oh, what kind of toys? Video games too? What did you do with them all?
I don't know. I've lived next door since I was born, but your uncle never said anything about any of it before.
Oh dear. Everything that she knows about Uncle Creepy just came from that one conversation that she overheard between him and her father. She's lived next door to this guy all of her life. She had to have visited the shop at some point. He's apparently invented revolutionary toys, but he doesn't want to discuss it with the kids he's trying to sell them to? I don't know what you're trying to hide, Uncle Creepy, but I do not trust you. What's even more confusing is that apparently Axel has never seen the toy shop before. Why not? Even if we pretend that Uncle Creepy is some distant relative and Axel's mom and dad dumped him here for the first time while they go off on their never-discussed-again diplomatic mission, he's been here at least 5 days, according to Zoe. Wouldn't this be the first thing that Uncle Creepy would show off to him? Especially if he's going to be living with him right upstairs? What are you hiding, Uncle Creepy?
Uncle Andrew, you were a toy inventor? Did you make video games too?
Well, news certainly travels fast in this neighborhood. Zoe, I presume?
She said you made Revolutionary toys. Were you a secret toy agent or something?
Enough with the secret agent crap. Sometimes people just have jobs.
Have a look here. A rare collector's item. I've been working on it for weeks.
That's not how collector's items work.
I've been working on it for weeks. And you could be the first to play with it.
Aren't these kind of toys for kids?
Something real will make a nice change from all of your screens.
I am Action Axel, the greatest hero in the galaxy. Yeah.
And nobody who's obsessed with smartphones and tablets and thinks toys are for kids is immediately going to start playing with them. That's not how kids work.
Hours later, this not kid is still bashing these toys together. Yep, you're way too grown up for toys, clearly. And Axel is staying in what is clearly a little boy's bedroom. Apparently, he visits Uncle Creepy regularly. This is not his first visit, making his lack of familiarity with his uncle make even less sense.
Or Uncle Creepy just holds slumber parties for other kids.
But oh no, Axel breaks one of the toys, and he sneaks downstairs into the shop so he can try to fix it himself, while Uncle Creepy steps out to get dinner. And fine, they establish that he does toy repair as well, but why does he need a repair truck? I can imagine him making house calls instead of having the customer come to him with a toy that needs fixing, but why wouldn't he then just take the broken toy with him back to his shop? Makes more sense than him fixing the toy on site, doesn't it? This truck looks like he's trying to lure kids into it. And Zoe's been down here watching TV while Axel's been playing in his room for God knows how many hours? What a rude host.
Was Uncle Creepy entertaining her the whole time?
Hey there, guys. How are you doing?
Oh, hey, Bambiman. We're, making do.
Yeah, I know. I saw your last video. Something about you being trapped in a TV.
Oh yes, and here we are trying to get out. One channel at a time.
And you don't know how you got stuck in there?
Not a clue.
But we do know we need to get out of here.
Or at least get to another channel. Luckily, this looks like a pretty old TV. How many channels can there be?
Well, it's honestly a big relief to know you guys are okay. I mean, I was worried that you'd gotten your YouTube channel hacked or something, Bob.
Ah, no, nothing like that's going on.
We're happy that you got your channel back after you were hacked. Whew. What are you doing with it these days?
Well, honestly, nothing's really changed. I've mostly just been making reviews on occasion and being the resident fanboy of Alpha Ryu Gaming and a Nubian Nomad, as you can see. And I've also been working on a series called So That Happened, which is where I tell stories from my own personal life.
Well, you keep at it, okay? Now that you got your channel back, you know that you'll make the most of it.
Well, I will be sure to do just that. Much love to you guys. Always nice to hear from you, and I really hope you guys get out of that TV.
Axel makes his way into Uncle Creepy's secret workshop, which is locked by a fighting game that's incredibly easy to beat, might as well be locked with scotch tape. He finds these gauntlets of ungodly power just casually tossed under a workbench, and he uses them to bring our villain to life. A green goblin Dr. Octopus hybrid named Madcap. He says that he needs the Menergy from Axel's power bands to fulfill his destiny of becoming the greatest toy in the world. Try all you want, little man. You're not going to be cooler than Buzz Lightyear. Then this Menergy thing starts bringing these other toys to life. It's like small soldiers, but with even more hand-waving. Why does it only work on toys? Why doesn't it bring other inanimate objects to life, like furniture or spoons? What's so special about these toys in particular? You want to tell me that Uncle Creepy is a genius inventor? Okay, I believe it. Inventing a new kind of energy that brings chunks of plastic to life should grant one the title of genius, but all of this talk about being a genius toy inventor, there's really nothing special about his top secret models here. Axel's backup is a conglomeration of all the classic toys from our childhood. We've got G.I. Joe, a Mexican Stretch Armstrong knockoff named Masco. That's racist. And, a lizard actor who's obsessed with taking selfies? Boy, do I sure have fond memories of playing with him when I was a kid. Okay, so it's explained that Galileo here is from the toy line Junior Genetic Spy Lizards, obviously a parody of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but where the hell did this selfie-snapping gay stereotype come from? There's also this teddy bear named Bearbarian, which sounds both clever and lazy somehow, who is also a thunder god or something.
Bears aren't barbarians. They're too soft.
Worldbreaker, avenge this insult!
World Breaker? That's just a squeaky hammer.
Son of a bitch, the supersonic squeak is awesome. We've also got this ironically cool girl's toy named Bobby Blobby.
Do you like bubbles?
who's trying to appeal to the boy demographic by riding around in a mech suit that shoots Play-Doh. Works for me. Oh, and not only does Axel wield the power of this Menergy engine through his power bands, but they can also turn himself into a toy, granting him super strength, flight, and a plethora of weapons. Why is Uncle Creepy making toys in his basement instead of Iron Man suits for the military?
Why isn't he doing anything with his shrinking technology?
Zoe spots them and takes everything surprisingly well.
Axel, are you a toy now? So weird.
Yeah, that's a normal reaction to seeing your friend turn into an action figure. What's also weird is that apparently Madcap has the power to bring toys to life on his own.
Porcupunk! Ray Tank!
Damn it, those names should have been in Beast Wars.
Maybe orangutan, but porcupunk? That just sounds dirty.
Seriously though, if Madcap has the ability to animate other toys on his own power, what does he need the Menergy battery for? Maybe he needed if bringing them to life drained him to the point of near death, but they never give any kind of explanation for it. The battle is won by... Madcap and his goons just teleporting away as soon as Uncle Creepy comes home. And Axel, responsible young man that he is, just lets it go and doesn't say anything about the little megalomaniac he's created. Oh, that little scamp.
Today's game goes to you, power pests, but tomorrow is mine!
Holy crap, he's strapping the Menergy battery up to this old semi-truck. He's gonna create Nemesis Prime! Nah, just kidding, they do nothing with it. And that's how this first episode ends. It looks like Madcap is going to create an army out of all the machinery he can find, like Megatron and the Allspark, but he just spends the entire series sitting around and bringing a new special guest toy to life. The power players stop them by episode's end, all while shoehorning in some lesson that has nothing to do with anything, like the importance of teamwork or compromising with your friends, all that crap. The series ends as Madcap builds a new, actually somewhat intimidating body for himself. He finally gets that old semi-truck up and running after over 70 episodes, and goes on a Mad Max-style rampage. Good to see that Madcap finally got beyond Thunderdome. Axel and the toys barricade themselves up at home, and it turns out that Uncle Creepy knew everything about Axel bringing his top-secret toys to life and everything else that's been going on, and he's totally fine with it.
Of course he is. When you have a story about a child learning responsibilities, you can't let consequences get in the way.
Oh, these guys and these bands are the best toys ever. And I don't deserve them.
Oh, shut up. If you really felt like you didn't deserve any of this, you would have just gone to Uncle Creepy and told him about this from the start instead of hiding it from him out of fear of being grounded. You're not sorry for starting this mess. You're not sorry for keeping this secret. You're only sorry that you got caught. Axel and Madcap fight for a bit and the power bands get destroyed in the process. Axel gives a rousing speech about how all you need to be a hero is bravery and heart, just so he can immediately fail, and Madcap is only defeated by Uncle Creepy reversing the polarity of the Menergy generator. Hooray for character arcs that don't mean anything. I wanted to like this. This is exactly the kind of thing that would appeal to my inner 10-year-old, but man, does it have problems. And here's how you fix them. 1. Clean up the sloppy exposition. Making it not sound like exposition is tricky, but hardly impossible. 2. Change the main character's name to anything but Axel. The 90s ended a long time ago. 3. Introduce the writers to an actual child so they can have some idea of how to write children. 4. Make Uncle Creepy a little less creepy. Tone down his house. Give him a wife and family of his own. Have a couple of customers perusing his shop now and then so he can look like he's trying to run an actual business. Don't give him a big, spacious repair truck that he could use to snatch children. They say that the devil's in the details, and there are too many details that say we need to be afraid of this guy. 5. If an episode is going to have a very obvious life lesson to teach the kids, i.e. compromise, have the conflict actually be resolved by what that lesson is. 6. I know how big social media is, and yeah, you want your show to look up with the times, but you don't have to throw hashtags and selfies at everything. 7. Explain how the toys' superpowers actually work. It's enough of a stretch to imagine that this Menergy thing would bring toys to life, but how would it turn the scope of a Megatron action figure into a real working fusion cannon? 8. Lower the stakes. The story of stopping a bad guy from conquering the world is fine, but that's just too big of an idea for a concept like this. It wants to tell us that Axel is learning a sense of responsibility as he adopts his hero persona and fights off Madcap and his cronies, but if that's really the case, why doesn't he just immediately go to Uncle Creepy and tell him what's up so he can stop him? All this needed to be was some kid playing with his toys, using his imagination to dream up these crazy adventures, and applying whatever lessons he learns into his real life. The series opens on Axel's face being glued to a screen, so why isn't the main theme here about the value of playing with real toys? But instead we have these crazy villains who are hell-bent on conquering the world for no reason, and it looks like they're out doing that very thing while they build up their forces off-screen, and our heroes are content just lying around and doing nothing until the villains come to them.
9. No Porcupunk. Just change his name to Punkupine or something.
Yeah, most of the names of this show were all kinds of dumb, weren't they?
The names? I can't even remember the title of this thing. It was so bland and nondescript. What was it again?
Who cares? Next channel.
Well, I will be sure to do just that. Always nice to hear from you guys. Hope you get a... Yeah.
Subscribe, like, follow, comment.